Kansas City. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Kansas City Chiefs.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
This will be a return from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Gun. Stop. Stop.
The left side completion to Jones. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing,
Here we go.
and he knows get the ball to him right away.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second and a yard.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only the controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Meanwhile, Burrow throw complete there to Thomas.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Here we go. 11 mighty. Stop.
On the run, it's Oliver. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
41 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a first down.
Here we go. 11. Gotta go.
They go again with Oliver. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
I'm one.
This 2nd and 4.
Stop.
They run it here with Oliver. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Now it's Burrow. Flush to his right.
Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
it's only the first quarter. That's a quick shift in momentum right there because they were driving the football before that interception. And then not only, Charles, do they throw the pick, but it gets returned all the other way for the score.
I think the important thing here was it backed up in their own territory. This defense didn't blink. They hung in there, waited for the offense to make a mistake, and as soon as they did, they capitalized in the biggest way possible.
Extra point by Butker is on target,
and that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
he will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Gun. 11.
Here's Burrow. Got a man, and it's Baldwin again. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. They run. It's Oliver. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Baldwin. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it up. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and it passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal.
From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good.
And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
The end of the first quarter with the score, Chiefs 7, Bengals 3.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And he whips that one incomplete there. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. Here's Mahomes to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes.
This ball deep for Tony.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
The Chiefs at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So, you know, they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15.
Mahomes finding his tight end Kelsey for a big one. And even 50 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way down.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year.
And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. This is complete. It's Baldwin. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Here's a carry for Oliver. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw.
Man open, here is Jones. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
Well, this hasn't really been a first half to remember on either side of the ball, but I think this kind of makes this an important drive. You'd love to get this back to a one-score game if you can, and that's good work there to get some yardage here and pick up the 1st down.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now for getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in position to dictate to the offense.
And he just throws this one away. That was a bit strange, and here comes the flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Thomas brings it in.
Well, don't tell any defensive coordinator I'm playing for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the fourth down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot if that's what they want to do.
So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss.
At the 24-yard line.
A run by Pacheco on second down.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll get 6 on the play, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Mahomes going to throw.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
Mahomes now to throw. That is caught. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A nice pickup of 23 on the third down conversion. Mahomes now on first down.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Bengals are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
On 2, ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I want to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
11 MT, 11 MT. 11 MT, tape. 11 MT, tape. 11.
Now it's Burrow. He finds his man, complete. That's Oliver. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
3rd and 8.
Burrow will throw. Taken down, a Chiefs sack. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the 27, and he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going.
Hey, 57, 57. Right side.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Bengals will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Well, when I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued. Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result. Pretty good looking run there on 1st down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain.
A gain of 9 brings up second.
Here we go.
2nd down and a yard.
11 MT, 11 MT.
Now Burrow. Flushed out right. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him. Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target.
Here we go.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. Final play of the half for Burrow and company.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Bengals 3.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Ready for the 2nd half. 14-3 our scores. We are back underway on EA Sports.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete. Down the left sideline.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Marquez Valdes-Scantling, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Here's Burrow. Jones has it, and he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
11. 11, Thomas. 12. 11. 11. Stop.
On 2nd down, Burrow. This complete to Jones. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdowns to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Well, these guys wanted to get back in this game. They needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defensive credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 22-yard line.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first.
He's been patient this entire game, waiting for the perfect moment to surprise him with a quarterback keeper. There he catches him off guard and converts his first rush of the game into a first down. Gotta love that efficiency.
They'll run here with Pacheco.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game.
Attack!
They'll try and run with Pacheco.
And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Butker's kick here is good. And the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's 24-3. After that last sequence, they're sitting pretty comfortably. They force the fumble, get the field goal, and expand on that lead here in the second half.
And don't expect them to rest on their laurels after that kick either. They'll keep their effort up until the final whistle. They don't consider any lead safe.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they pull a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
2nd and 12.
11 MT, Tate. 11 MT, Tate.
Play action. It's Burrow. It's reeled in by Baldwin. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
11.
Now a handoff up the middle. Oliver. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call, because there's a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Burrow on play action. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack.
You can almost see all the defenders rubbing their hands together with glee, because we all know they relish the chance to bring down a quarterback of his caliber. Anyone who brings him down has plenty to talk about. Not just a sack, but a big win built up the efforts of this defense.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 39-yard line.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. Throw left side complete. That's Baldwin. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd down, it's Oliver. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. This is complete. It's Baldwin. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know when this...
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Burrow keeping it himself from 8 yards out.
And the Bengals are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that cuts the lead to 24-10.
Bengals 10. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Sliding, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Trey Hendrickson just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
The last run went so well for them, maybe they should have just handed it off right here, too. Instead, the quarterback ends up keeping it, and the defense is right on it, and wipes away the yardage gained on the last snap.
And he'll get this only up to about the 35. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off.
And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Man open, here is Jones. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Here we go. 11.
Now it's Burrow. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or 2. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Bengals have made it a 1-score game again here in the fourth.
They do tack on the extra point as well. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Bengals 17. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
Back to throw, Mahomes. And he will not be able to hang on to the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. To throw is Mahomes. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Chiefs first down. And that's the one that should seal the victory. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around a training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
Maybe old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Call it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Now Mahomes. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. And now this game is over. A couple more minutes and they...
It's like I've been smooth for so long, I'm trying to get rough. Buffing my nails, dog, I'm trying to get buff. Shaping my beard up, I'm liking the scruff. The hills, cause I'm living my life in the cut. Can't imagine that I'm gonna meet my wife in the club. We gon' see though, I feel like she more of a CEO. Or maybe she doing volunteer work in Rio. It's not like I need her, but I would love to meet her. Another day, another dollar, another phone with another feature. I don't play goalie, but I'm my brother's keeper. Surrounded by family, I'm not with other people. They say I got my pop's demeanor and mother's features. The garden's still private as ever, the gang thriving together. Your boys striving to be the most dominant ever. The hardest white boy since the one who rapped about vomiting sweaters and holding comments. Cause I promise you I'm honestly better than whoever came to your head right then. They ain't cut from the same thread like him.